men will come out, say we're gonna walk through the streets. All it takes. All it takes.
My bad.
I ain't even take no shower tonight, bro.
You know, every night. brothers, so we accomplished our mission. Feels real good. I'm gonna tell you what feels just as good for me is the cooperation from the police. We just got the text.
Where they at?
It's the cooperation that we got to pull something like that off to allow us to be able to go in and engage like that, man, was a real positive thing. So it helps us when you're on the ground, when you're in the trenches and you're really doing the work. Your perspective is based on what's really happening, who's really doing stuff. You know, we got so many people who just sit behind computers talking about, oh, the government, the system, the this, the that, the that. I mean, but this movement has definitely gained the respect to get the cooperation from, you know, our city government, some of our city leaders, of course, Brandon Scott, who, you know, me and him are talking almost every day, politicking, doing this, making moves, planning 4 or 5 steps ahead. And then, of course, I mean, we understand, man, the police now, mind you, this ain't about what police are doing wrong, but there are a lot of officers who feel the same way as us, a lot of madness out here, craziness. So we got to judge according to the individual. It's like we don't want to be judged based on the group. So I'm hoping that these experiences are helping us shape and change some of our perspectives, you know, in terms of how we're addressing social problems and becoming less of those who sit back and talk and point fingers and fight with one another, and really just become silent and be engaged when we're doing stuff. You know, ain't nobody fighting, ain't nobody talking about this philosophy, this philosophy. We have members of different races, different religious groups out here, you know, but was that ever an issue tonight in terms of what we had to do as men? Different beliefs, different philosophies, different ways of looking at life, but you know, we out here for a very high principle, and that's just the safety of people, which sort of transcends all borders. So it's a beautiful thing. We're going to keep running with this momentum. I am proud of you all for being a part and stepping up. I'm encouraged by you all, because to know that I got men behind me makes me go harder, makes me ask for more, makes me keep pushing a little more. So I need you all behind me, because I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop asking the city for this, asking the city for that, and asking the people in the streets for that, you know? So we just got to keep it up. This is the beginning of something. Remember, we the pioneers. You know, oh my God, I'm just going to be loving all the feedback from this one, all the radio stations. I'm going to be loving the feedback from this one. But nobody who wasn't there will have experienced what we experienced tonight. Nobody that wasn't there will not have
Absolutely.
experienced. To have all of us, I mean, bro, I know for a fact some of them little young dudes that was out there who have dropped some dudes. For a fact. So for us to be out there and just everybody's just there for a moment of peace and a moment of coming together, we just got to keep building on that. We don't expect them to go home and all of a sudden wipe the tattoos off their face and, you know, all of that, and go throw their guns away. But if we keep increasing those moments of peace and moments of inspiration, then we can do something. So today was great, man. We accomplished our mission, but the war is far, far, far from over. So this is what I hope to get from the 300-man march. When we originally started, was just a group of pioneers. That's it. Just a group of pioneers. I know most of us have, if not all of us, I'm gonna say to our capacity, we have the potential of bringing others in. But as long as we powerful and we tight right here, then, I mean, bro, what we did, all we do is keep multiplying that same mission and tactic throughout the different neighborhoods of Baltimore City. Like I said the other day, this is enough people right here to change something. And another beautiful dynamic, and and I got to bring race into it because we have our enemies who are bringing race into the light on the negative end, because we got brothers of all colors out here, okay, for this mission, showing people this is not a one group solution, you know, not a one group type of piece or a one religious sort of track into dealing with this problem. So it's a beautiful thing. We got to sometimes step back and look at what we're doing, hopefully so you stay inspired. Hopefully so you stay inspired. We're going to keep moving. I'll be meditating over the next couple of days in terms of what we're going to do next to give our next mission enough clarity, okay? But also remember, at the same time, shit is happening while we chilling and sleeping at home and being disturbed by what's going on. Like I said, you know what I mean? May get that call 3 in the morning or, brothers, we got to do something next week. Brothers, we got to do something next week. We're not going to just lie dormant, but we will give ourselves time to meditate on our next move. But, I mean, I'm sorry, something happened tomorrow that's just so ridiculous. I may ask y'all to come out tomorrow, you know, just understand the context of what we're doing. And again, when the village is under attack, I don't care what you're doing, you got to go out and fight, protect the village. And our villages are under attack. So let's keep the energy, keep the mind of being willing to sacrifice. And we're just going to grow stronger with this movement. We are the pioneers. By next year, everybody's going to be trying to march with us. There's going to be 30,000 people. Everybody talking about, yeah, I was there from the beginning. All 30,000 going to be saying that. So we know the dynamics of pioneering something different. I just encourage y'all to keep the momentum. Most of y'all that know me, you know I don't quit. So I'm encouraging you all to not quit. Keep the momentum going, because I'm going to keep charging us for more and more missions. And one great thing that the brother Harry said last night, and I forgot to mention this, that's the purpose of our warrior training program. All right, the warrior training program is to position us or strengthen us so that we can position ourselves and go out to different neighborhoods and volunteer and become that force. We're sort of going to be like the National Guard or the Army of the streets, okay? And where we need men to volunteer for this program, or this program, then we should be able to have that that group of men who are able and ready to go do so. But yeah, we got to qualify ourselves, okay? And then for those, some of my elders, of course, I'm not expecting to do as many push-ups as the 19-year-old, but that's where we can draw on some of the wisdom and expertise. So everybody has a role to play. Definitely my young brothers, we got to do our time in the streets. We got to put our time in the streets. Just like the military, you go, you do your 8 years, whatever, you put in your time. We got to put in our time, okay? And if we haven't, let's look forward to doing that. We need to put these hours in, being on these streets. So that is the purpose of that warrior training program. We train so that we can be deployed and make our presence felt consistently with some of the programs, which most of them are lacking men. The schools and programs lack men. It's always a bunch of women and a bunch of little boys getting smart, this and that, because ain't no men there to put them in check. That is what we have to do. Brandon, you want to?
Just real quick, thank each and every one of y'all. But as Munir said, to me it's always about what we're going to do next. So as the word starts to spread throughout the city, I charge all you to say, hey, next time you're going to be with me. You can't just be talking about, oh, I heard y'all shut the street down, y'all had the police put y'all on the dirt bikes, but you wasn't there. You wasn't a part of it. Keep challenging everybody you know. Challenge your homeboys, your uncle, your little brother, your little cousin, your baby mother, brother, all of them. Challenge all of them and get involved, because we the only way the change is going to happen. So I thank all y'all again for coming out. Just know that we can continue. You have my support, you know, continuously throughout the whole effort. And this, like you said, this is something, the start of something special. But we just have to realize that we have to bring in more people, more and more people, more and more bodies. Because in numbers become strength, but also people respect us more. If we start to bring more and more. If we go to different neighborhoods and different people start to come on, then we can really see the change that we want to see. So thank y'all.